So the newest episode of Daima just dropped yesterday, and people are still wondering what's going on with the rest of the series. We have 5 more episodes to go, as sourced by Google. We have 20 episodes in total for this entire season. If there's going to be a season 2, we don't even know yet. But so far, the story has kind of been stalemated. However, this new episode has been just absolutely phenomenal. Like, the newer episodes have been really good recently, and I know I made a video in the past talking about how it's just like, Daima is not living up to what is said originally in the story, but I really do think that this episode specifically has really raised my stakes for how good the show can be. So we're gonna get into that. There's no script for the story. I'm just gonna be like, reacting to it. I've already watched the episode. Episode 17. I already forgot, man. Drink of the day. Sparkling water. Blueberry pomegranate. Let's test it out. Man, that's pretty good. That's fruity. That's really, really, really fruity. But anyways, the episode itself just directly translates right after the original video, or the original episode, episode 16. This is why I need a script for videos, man. Goku and the other Z fighters go directly to the Demon Palace, and they're just like trying to look. They're just trying to look for Dende because he was kidnapped in the original episode. That's kind of something I forgot about the series. But yeah, they finally find the perpetrators. They find Degesu, they find Goma, they find everyone in the palace, From there, the third eye gets stolen, which was around the fat guy's belt. It gets stolen by some demon, not alien, they're demons. Dude, did I even watch the show? Goma then retrieves the power of the third eye, and he's able to fight Goku and the others. In the meantime, Goku and the others meet Arinsu with the other Majin Doos and Boos and whatevers, and they have to fight for the 1-star Dragon Ball that's in the demon world. Goku's definitely winning the fight in the end, but Goma steps in and starts to attack the entire place. Vegeta gets into a fight with him, and it's a really good fight. It's pretty short-lived, but it's good, sweet, nice. And then out of nowhere, he just uses an absurd amount of magic. Goma just makes a brand new island out of just pure magic, which we've seen what magic can do in the past episodes. Essentially, you can either shoot a special beam cannon straight from your fingers or something like that, or you can just move objects with telekinesis. There's probably other stuff you can do, Majin Buu was created purely out of magic. So the depths to magic are definitely unexplored still after 15 whole episodes. But it's alright, the episodes have been good, well animated. You can argue that. Then everyone goes to fight Goma. For some reason, the 2 Majins, the Tamagami, and what's his name, Glorio, they all go to fight Goma for some strange reason. Half of the cast is already working for Goma. Why are you going to fight against him now? Is it just because you want to rule the demon world? That's probably why. I don't understand Glorio though. It's already episode 15. He's received phone calls from Marine, so he's definitely not on Goku's side, and yet they're still working together. This just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, basically they just start fighting, and Goku's definitely losing, and everyone else is losing. But Goma is ridiculously powerful, and this is probably the second best animated fight in the entire show. I would argue that the Tamagami versus Goku fight was even better. This drink is getting me messed up, man. It's good though, just really carbonated. Wow. So we got everyone fighting Goma, and in the end, Goku achieves Super Saiyan 3 for the first time in the show. Good ending to this to the episode. I'm glad that it ended that way, because then the next episode is going to be even more action-packed. We're already on episode 15. That's crazy to think about. We got 5 more episodes, 5 more weeks. It's ending on my birthday, February 28th. I'm excited. I'm very excited for the rest of the show. But for some reason, for me, it just it felt kind of empty. Dragon Ball has always been a light show. It was supposed to be about adventure. The OG Dragon Ball is pretty much essentially that, mixed in with some fights, which is kind of how Daima is being planned and going right now. Dragon Ball was never intended to be this sort of high stakes, high story driven fight saga. It was supposed to be an adventure show. I don't like saying adventure show. That reminds me of Adventure Time, and I don't like that show. I'll get into that in the future. But yeah, Dragon Ball Daima felt empty for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm just so used to Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super. I'm so used to Goku, Vegeta, and the other cast being that level of I'm just used to it being like that. I'm not used to OG Dragon Ball because, well, one, I haven't finished it. I can't even call myself an official Dragon Ball fan yet. And 2, it's just not my kind of thing. I don't really like mindless adventure stuff. just go around looking at the demon realm, not really doing much. And for what it's worth, you know, the demon realm wasn't really explored that much. They visited what, like 3 different places. They visited the third demon realm, they visited the hotel, motel, whatever it was, and then they visited like the giant place. And that was like all I really remember. They meet that one Namekian, the Namekian from the first episode that helped Goma. They meet him at that random planet, and that's the only one, like, that's the only person they meet, and he's wildly convenient for the show for some reason. You know, he's just allowed to have like magic powers that like can open the gates and create the Tamagamis and, you know, help with Majin Buu. Just purely ridiculous. And I'm not discarding the works of Akira Toriyama, rest in peace. But, you know, this show definitely wasn't supposed to be his, you know, magnum opus. It wasn't supposed to be his greatest creation, which is Dragon Ball Z. It was supposed to be a more lighthearted, you know, fun little show, and I'll take it for what it is. You know, we haven't had a Dragon Ball show in over 7 years though, so, you know, take that as well. I remember hearing some things about what he was saying, Akira Toriyama, how like Dragon Ball definitely shifted a lot throughout the course of its airing, and that, like, of course, the original Dragon Ball was meant to be a lighthearted show about adventure, exploration, fun, lightheartedness, and it definitely works with OG Dragon Ball. For what I've watched of it, it's the funnest thing in the world, the most, oh my god. But then it also mixes it in with like actual storylines and plots that make sense. Like the Tenkaichi Budokai, of course, okay, it's just mindless fighting at the end of the day. You introduce a brand new villain, bring him into the mix. Bam, King Piccolo. What does he do? Kills Krillin. What does he do? Kills Shenron. What does he do? Basically kills Master Roshi. It allows for Goku to truly progress his character and then, you know, react to it, solve the problem. And it makes something like that, little fights like that was like, you know, like, okay, King Piccolo versus Goku, without the plot, it would be nothing. But with all that added to it, it has a much more depth and meaning. I sound like a 12-year-old, bro. I need more like literary analysis skill. This show, it just like, it was so lighthearted. They try to like make Dende being kidnapped away for the story to like happen, but it just feels like a kids show. You know, this is not Dragon Ball, which I guess this is a kids show. You know, Toei Animation is essentially like a children's animation company, or animation company, if you want to call that. But I do appreciate the direction that they chose for this show. You know, it wasn't supposed to be a great, you know, great new show for Dragon Ball. There's probably gonna be a Dragon Ball season 2. There's probably gonna be new chapters. There's gonna be, you know, new movies. There's gonna be a movie. I haven't read or seen the evidence from it, but my friend told me there's going to be a new movie coming soon with Janemba as the main antagonist. So that sounds, oh, that sounds like oh my gosh, that sounds exciting. This is a step in the right direction. You know, you have a bunch of these new animators coming in. These are rookies, you can call them, working on this show, and it looks incredible. You know, the details and everything, especially this episode, looked amazing. I swear, the fight with Goma looked so unbelievably clean, and the animations, like his reactions before that, the episode before, of him, like, you know, talking about the third eye and Degesu betraying him, it just looked so freaking clean, man. It's something that the animators at Dragon Ball Super just could never do, not because of skill, but because of time management. And I think that Toei Animation has finally mastered that skill in their like several billion-dollar company, how to manage their production time. Because look at what they're making. They're making new One Piece. They're making new everything, bro. I can only name one because I don't really care. I only care about the main anime. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, this video has gone on long enough. I'm definitely excited for the future. This show is a sign that Dragon Ball has a bright future, because there's going to be new movies, new shows, new everything. We just have to wait and see, you know, what happens. You know, the remainder of the series is in 5 weeks. We're going to see the conclusion to Daima. It was a good show. It wasn't a great show. It was a good show, and I'm going to give my official review on it eventually once the series is over. I hope they do a season 2. I wouldn't mind a season 2 at all, and it clearly didn't take them a ridiculous amount of time. What, 2 years to make 20 episodes? That's actually kind of long. That's wow. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Dragon Ball is like the quantity over quality type of show. I'm okay. I'm good with all this great animation. But to be honest, I'd rather have more episodes, like, you know, 100-some episodes with like 30 really good-looking episodes. Okay, that's a lot to ask, to be honest, because if they took 2 years to make 20 really well-animated episodes, it's gonna take them a long time to make 30 with 70 very mediocre ones. Man, making shows is hard, man. I wish we had more like hours in the day. 24 hours in the day. There should be like 48. There should be 72. There should be a lot more. It's not fair for us humans. Anyways, I'm glad that you guys stuck to the end. Thank you so much for watching. My first face cam video. I might do more in the future. Just trying out something new. Love y'all. God bless. Have a great day.